And Sean O'Brien, who comes from Salford, was diagnosed with cancer. He needed all the help he could get. He got that from the NHS here in the North West. His wife, Kat, though, was so grateful, it got her thinking about how she could help another family in a similar situation.
Yes, like many people, she could have held a coffee morning or raised money running a marathon, perhaps. But Kat decided to go a bit further than that. And next month, she is giving one of her kidneys to a complete stranger. I'm really pleased to say that Kat and Sean join us now. Thank you so much for coming in. I suppose, Kat, the question we have to start with is, why not a marathon? Why are you donating a kidney?
It was a story on the radio that made me realise that you could do it. I didn't realise that you could actually donate altruistically, and as soon as I heard the story, even if he hadn't had the cancer, it would have been something that I wanted to do, because it will help someone. It will help someone live free from machines. And it was actually down to the BBC that this is all come about, from the Jeremy Vine show. So
you heard something on the Jeremy Vine show?
It was a lady who, yeah.
Well, the story just resonated, didn't it?
She'd done the same thing. She'd done the same thing, and it was hearing her speak about how rewarded she felt from doing it, and the story of how it all went about. And he was in the car. He was just like, I can do that.
Lots of us would hear a story like that on the radio, as we often do, and it brings a tear to your eye, and you take a gulp and you move on and you carry on with your life, and you never follow through on those kind thoughts. So, Sean, what does this say to you about your wife that she?
I think I probably just rolled my eyes, and it was, yeah, okay then, that's what you want to do, because, like I say, that's what she's like, you know.
Amazing thing to do. Is that what people say to you?
Some do. Some aren't so nice about it, to be fair. But a lot of people do, but I'm not doing it so that people think I'm nice. It's just a case of I can help someone, and I'm physically able to help someone after all the tests. It's discovered I'm physically able, so I will do.
Have some people been critical then? Do some people think why would they be critical about something like this?
They seem to think that maybe I want some sort of fame out of it, or to make money out of it, whereas there's actually no money to be made out of it. There is no monetary value.
You're not allowed to do that.
Maybe media attention, for example. I only spoke to the local paper, and it's snowballed since yesterday from the local paper. But the whole point of me speaking to the local paper was because if I hadn't heard that lady's story on the BBC radio, I wouldn't have known that you could do it. I did not know that you could donate to a stranger.
You're hoping somebody else might.
They may do. It isn't for everybody though. Altruistic donation isn't for everybody. But people can sign the register.
And Sean, this is also because of a thank you, really, because of the treatment that you have received, because you've undergone treatment for cancer. How are you now, by the way?
I'm fine.
Brilliant.
You know, I've felt fine for the past 6 months at least, 12 months.
You had cancer on one of your tonsils.
Yeah, it was my right tonsil, which spread to a lump appeared on my neck, which is when I went to you told me to go to the GP.
Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, and then he took me straight to the hospital pretty much, and then they did all the tests that they do, and they said they found some cancer cells, so it was all done, you know, it was from me seeing the GP to me having the surgery was about 3 months.
What I was going to say was, you know, I had first-hand experience of the NHS with a family member over the past month. It's fantastic. On this programme, we often hold people's accounts and have to criticise, but, you know, you've had fantastic care, haven't you, through 3 different hospitals.
Royal, Manchester Royal and Christie, and they've all been fantastic.
And now you'll get the GP as well.
You're now putting your trust in the doctors to do a procedure on you and hopefully save someone's life.
Yep, it's I'd say it's major surgery, but I trust them completely with that. And if you have any questions, there's an actual team that works with you, so if you have any questions, you can ask that team. If you're concerned about anything, that team is there for you. They don't just sort of leave you to it to worry about.
And you're obviously going to have some recovery time. You've got quite a physical job, haven't you? Tell us what you do.
I roll-on wagons and roll-on skip wagons for a local waste management company.
And they've been great about it.
They have.
That you've got to have the time off in the recovery. How much recovery time do you have to have?
The surgeon says that I'll be able to fend for myself after a couple of weeks. It can take up to 3 months to be fully recovered, but after 2 weeks I'll be able to make my own cups of tea. You won't have to look after me anymore.
Well, maybe tonight you'll make your cup of tea. Because thank you for coming in. It's your 9th wedding anniversary today.
It is, yes.
We're very grateful to
What
you.
a way to celebrate.
We've got the lovely picture, haven't we? Let's have a look at this. This is a lovely picture.
Beautiful.
Look at that. We wish you every success
Yes.
with the surgery. Thank you very much indeed for coming in.
And of course, if people, they don't have to do live donation,
No.
but if people want to register for on the organ donation, we've got the website coming up in a moment, so people can register for that as well.
Yeah.
But yes, it's a great thing you're doing. Thank you very much for coming in and telling us all about it.
Thank you.
both.
Good luck.
Thank you.